Good morning. I was prompted to make this video after reading some of the comments online regarding cars that have a start-stop option, or Mercedes call it blue efficiency, and it does have a stop-start button in the car. What it does, it when you stop the engine, let's say at traffic lights, or you stop the car, the engine stops, and when you press the clutch, engine starts again. And the whole idea behind this is to save petrol. So you go rush in and buy the car because they're saving, but they also say they save the environment. Now this car I'm working on is I think 13 years old, and that system has failed because the crankshaft pulley broke. Now I'm questioning if there's any saving in buying a second-hand stop-start option car. Let's have a look. This is the new pulley. It's not the same pulley like the normal system because it has 6 ribs. So obviously the pulley is different, and I'm replacing the bolt as well. This rubber here in the middle, this is what broke in the old one. Let's have a look. Okay, now you can see the cracking in the crankshaft pulley. Right, now to loosen the belt you need a special tool which I fitted here. This is the special tool. This is the hydraulic tensioner. It looks like a shock absorber spring, and inside it there's a damper. Right, the pulley, you can see, you can hear that because the rubber bonding between the two metal parts is damaged. Now the difference between this system and a similar car without the start-stop option is it's actually everything. When we look at the belt side of things, the belt is a lot longer and it's 6 rib, which means it's more expensive. All the pulleys have either 6 ribs or wider. That's including the water pump pulley, idler pulleys, tensioner pulley, and air conditioning pulley. They're all wider. You also need a special tool to loosen the belt. The alternator is actually what starts the engine. This is where the confusion is. Some people said or thinks that every time the engine stops, the starter cranks the engine again, but this is not true. It's the alternator that is fed with power. It's powered up, and it actually turns the engine. So the engine turns during the stop-start function through the crankshaft pulley. So the pulley actually cranks the engine. This is why it breaks, because under so much stress. So everything here is expensive. The alternator is more expensive. All the pulleys, the crankshaft pulley, and you need a special tool. And you also have auxiliary battery in the boot. The car itself was more expensive. I think on the long run there might be a saving when the car is new, but when it gets old, I can't see any saving. If anyone can see the saving, maybe you can point it out to me, but I can't see any saving in this when the car is old, because there's a lot of criteria that needs to be met for the system to work, like the air conditioning, the battery has to be fully charged, alternator has to be working properly, and quite a few things like that. Now I'm replacing the crankshaft pulley, and I'll loosen the belt. Let me secure this. I loosened this, by the way. This bolt was very, very tight. I loosened it. And I'm replacing the bolt as well. Now you can see here that there's a key that goes there, up there. So make sure that the key is on the top half, not at the bottom, otherwise the key might fall off. And if we see the new pulley, there isn't much marks on the outer side of the pulley. However, there's a mark here. It's more or less, well, it's on the top. So if you make that mark on, you know, on the top half of the pulley, then you know that the key won't fall off when you remove the pulley. The key is there. The fitting is reverse of the removal. However, the point that I wanted to make is it's actually the alternator that starts the engine, not the starter in the stop-start option.